Hello, welcome along this afternoon. First ride test of this, the brand new WK Scrambler from Quadzilla WK Bikes. So if you've seen the walk around video, have a look at that one first. If you haven't, then this is going to be the ride review and we'll run you over the specs of the bike. LED, front headlight LED indicators, aluminium front mudguard, big knobbly tyres, massive disc to the front of this for a 125, and then twin horns, side swept exhaust in stainless steel. Just check out the quality of the TIG welding on that exhaust all the way through to the brackets, and the tail can just linked below the rear seat. Very easy for maintenance, oil level, spark plug, throttle position sensors, and you've got those rat style grips as well, so you've got the toothed grips, very good for holding your feet. Same again on the brake lever, you've got the toothed brake lever and a alloy sump guard to this as well. Protect your sump into the swing arm and your rear pillion pegs, 278 logo on the side, small disc to the rear, chain drive, but just check out the back of this as well, aluminium rear mudguard. Small LED indicators again, a very high LED stop light, number plate will go there with the reflector below to catch all the mud for you. Down the near side of the bike, once again, aluminium chain guard cover, deep groove pegs, your 278 logo, and all the left hand side of the bike. Now from about here upwards, you do have all the standard stuff that you had on the last Scrambler. So standard Scrambler 125 logo on the tank, deep seat, so you get two people on there easily, and some decent handrails that are welded into the rear frame of the bike. On the controls, pass, main beam, dip beam, indicators, horn, and then you've got your start button and your hazard button. Little round mirrors, same as you had on the last 125 Scrambler, and the display is exactly the same. But doesn't that look a thing of beauty? So let's get out. Let's have a ride test. Now you do have to put the side stand up as it works as an immobiliser. There is no kill switch on this bike. Brand new bike, hence no number plate. And I have a trade plate on my bike, but on my back. But does sound like your standard off-road bike. 5-speed box, miles an hour in the middle, revs around the outside, fuel gauge down the bottom, and you have a gear indicator as well. So let's get out, let's have a ride. And we have had to shift locations today because where we'd normally shoot at the park is closed for repairs. So we are going to go off-roading. We're going to find some country lanes and we're going to see exactly what this will do. So we'll just wait for the traffic to clear. Now, the bike does sit a lot higher than the old Scrambler. Now, I'm a 32-inch leg and I am just about able to flat foot the bike. So it does sit very high in the air. But them grips really do grip your feet. And if you're used to adventure bikes, off-road bikes, you know the benefits of having toothed pegs, or rat pegs as we call them, to hold your feet. Now, over time, if you've got bike boots on, all well and good. If you happen to have things, and you shouldn't be riding in trainers, but if you happen to have trainers, they will eat the bottom of your shoes. So get yourself some enduro boots if you do want to get one of these, or some decent sturdy work boots, pair of Doc Martens. But from the first off, it rides very nice. It's very loud for a 125. But we are going to go down some back roads and we're going to show you exactly what this will do. Now obviously we have to wait for the lights to clear because there are no traffic lights. So what we'll do, we shall cut out and we'll cut back in once we have found some country lanes. So we'll see you in a few. So welcome back, and we're just about to find the green lanes, and nothing better than to do a hill climb. Now obviously brand new bike, limited to 40 mile an hour for running in purposes, but holding that throttle at a 38 mile an hour, how much speed are we going to lose? And this is one of the steepest hills in Brickhill. Most 125s you're going to lose about 5 miles an hour, so that's about right. And drop a gear into fourth and it's still climbing. So for a 125 it does do quite a good hill climb. Now, green lane time. So this is one of the green lanes just outside of Milton Keynes that I use to test ride a lot of the bikes. Now, there are a lot of potholes, there is a lot of loose gravel, there is a lot of shale, and there is a lot of grass in the middle of the road. So we'll just drop down, we'll keep the revs on the bike, flowing it through the corner, put it on some gravel, and just see what it's like on loose gravel. And it holds its line. So those knobbly tyres do work very well, but if you are a green laner, or you fancy just doing back roads, A roads, or you live in a village, then this is probably going to be the one for you. So keeping it in the gravel as much as we can, just to see if I can get the front wheel to waver, and it's not doing a thing. Over the potholes and the bumps, the suspension on that monoshock that they have now put on it is very, very adaptable. Not a lot of the bumpiness coming up through the seat, so the suspension is soaking up most of it. Dropping the revs, bring it up a little bit, but even in third gear it will still climb a hill. So absolutely fantastic. And let's just get it back up to 40 mile an hour. It's a 60 mile an hour lane, but you wouldn't want to be doing 60 down here. So all the way through the box, up into fifth gear, down the hills, and just a little bit of feathering of the back brake just to plant it into the corners. Even over the bumps it sits absolutely fantastic. So considering the last WK Scrambler that was brought out that I absolutely loved and we sold them by the bucket load, this new version is far superior. It sits higher, you get a better field of view, so easier to see round cars and traffic. It's got the power there should you need it, but you've got to remember it's a 125. It's not going to be your big adventure bike that you always wanted, like your BMs or your Triumph Tigers, but for a 125 it is very, very good for the money. And as I say, with WK you get a lot of bang for your buck with all the bikes that they bring out, and WK really do some good bikes. So if you happen to be in the market for an off-road adventure style bike, the new WK Scrambler is going to absolutely fly off the shelves. It is available from Eclipse Motorcycles, and you can give the team a call. 01908 643 603 is the main garage number. 01908 822 458 is the main bike sales line. Option 2 to speak to the bike sales team. If you happen to live further afield, then don't forget to check out your nearest dealer. But we look forward to seeing you on the next ride review. But until the next time, from RB and the team at Eclipse Motorcycles, be well, ride safe, and as always, it's a big goodbye from me.